The magicians, the Emperor in Pompeii. Nice place for a holiday this Morgan, but I'd hate to be here on a bad day, said Fred, the Emperor of the Universe. To his son and the universe's prime minister, Morganite. They were on holiday in Italy, so they visited Pompeii. The day the volcano erupted was a definitely bad day, said Morganite. Watching an excavation of two bodies in a prison cell, they were skeletons, taller than the local Romans, so obviously it was a big event. Wonder if they were magicians, asked Morganite. We think they were prisoners. This was a prison, one of the archaeologists said, hearing the tourists. Want to help? Asked the head archaeologist. Yes, this reminds me of the old days, said Fred, a former coroner. There is something strangely familiar about the skeletons, I feel I know them somehow. Morganite said, when they touched them, something even stranger happened. Fred and Morganite appeared in the cell when it looked clean and used. What happened? Asked Morganite, seeing a man in a toga. We appear to have traveled in time, said Fred, noting he was now in a Roman outfit. Morganite laughed. What is it, boy? Asked Fred. You look like Julius Caesar, said Morganite. So do you, said Fred, puzzled. I think they were magicians. We should get out of here, said Morganite. Yes, Fred agreed. They teleported outside the building and saw more people in togas. They were wandering around as if it was nothing odd to see people in togas. They were walking around doing their own business, talking Latin to each other. Do you speak Latin? Asked Morganite. No, I hoped you did, said Fred. Hope we don't have to speak to anyone here? Morganite said. May as well take in the sights while we're here, said Fred. Yeah, said Morganite. There was an earthquake. Oh, great, the holiday is over, said Fred, looking at the local volcano, Mount Vesuvius. The volcano's going to blow. We need to get out of here, Fred said. Should we call the Timekeeper, Tempest? Asked Morganite. He's been ignoring me lately, said Fred. We should try, said Morganite. Yes, said Fred, clearing his throat, drawing in a deep breath, and said, Tempest, open a portal. Germanicus and Teutonicus, the locals muttered, hearing him. A voice boomed out of nowhere. I can't help you even if I wanted to. Help you, which I don't, you are in a fixed point in time, said the voice of Tempest. Vox Deorum, cried the scared locals, roughly translated as voice of the gods. Naturally, they thought it was God-related. It was an expected, unknown phenomenon. Can't you help us at all? Asked Morganite. Druids, said a soldier, turning on the people who were speaking to the god. Druids ex Britannia sunt, non-German, another soldier, said to the first soldier. Fred thought it was a problem. The Druids are from Britannia. They are British, not German. Tempest said, translating it, you're right, you're in trouble. They think you are Druids. They are enemies of Rome. Run. Oh, thank you. Run, boy. Run for your life, shouted Fred, and Morganite ran off, chased by the soldiers. They ran into a building and found a family eating. The father of the family got up, screaming Latin at them in an angry voice. Fred looked, puzzled. I think he wants us to leave, said Morganite. He did. His family looked timidly at them. Yes, said Fred. The magicians, Fred and Morganite, left after, apologizing, puzzling the family, who didn't speak his language either. Not long later, the soldiers caught them. Quises tu et cur deos loqueris? Demanded the leader of the soldiers. Who are you, and why are you talking to gods? Was what he was asked. I don't know what you are asking me, said Fred. Imperator Universitatis S. Fridericus Alexander, boomed a disembodied voice. He is the Emperor of the Universe, Fred Alexander, I said. Sounded like you said, I worked at a university, said Fred, laughing. Num Deus est? Asked the soldier. He asked if you were a god, said Tempest. Non magis quam tu magus est? I said no more than you. He is a sorcerer. Estne illa quomodo cum diis loquitur. the soldier asked. He said, "Is that how he is talking to the gods?" said Tempest, laughing. "Non sum deus, filius sum eius." I said, "I am not a god. I am a son of his." "Esna Druidae?" asked the soldier. "No," said Tempest. "What was that about Druids?" asked Morganite. "He asked me if I was a Druid," Tempest said. "Tell him we must leave because the volcano is about to erupt," said Fred. "Volcano about to go boom," said Fred, miming. "They don't know about volcanoes until today. He thinks you're mad," said Tempest. "We're not going anywhere," said Morganite. "No?" said Tempest. "Hey, is this the room where we found the skeletons?" said Morganite, recognizing the cell they were in. The soldiers left them as the volcano was erupting, spewing a thick blanket of ash over the town, killing all it touched, cooking, suffocating, and entombing all, including Fred and Morganite the magician. Skeletons in the cell. Meanwhile, in 2024, Fred and Morganite touched their skeletons, and they disappeared. And when they went, poof, the skeletons went poof, coming back to life as fully alive men, Fred and Morganite. The skeletons disappeared. "I don't want to die again," said Fred after he came back to life. "Me either," said Morganite. The archaeologist screamed and ran off in terror. "What's wrong with them?" asked Fred. "They just saw the second coming," said Lakelandite Fred's other son, who was watching them as they came back to life. "Oh," said Fred, grimacing. "Oh, yeah.